Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Season 2, Episode 16 of the Make It Rain podcast. 3 games for your Ontario Reign this week, 2 at home, 1 on the road. We'll cover it to you right now, or specifically, I will after the intro go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Season 2, Episode 16 of the Make It Rain podcast. My name is Joe O'Regan. You know who I am. Let's get down to the Ontario Reign stuff this week in the Zamboni cleaning. Let's make this one fast. So first, let's address all the Los Angeles Kings stuff. Andre Lee, Taylor Ward in the same day in corresponding moves. Yup, up, both up with the Los Angeles Kings. Up in a way, as they might say. Potentially. Andre Lee did get a goal against Edmonton on Saturday, with Taylor Ward being the secondary helper as well. Oh yeah, I'm not done with the call-ups either. Cole Gutman got called up too. Out of nowhere, it felt like. He has since been sent back to the Ontario Reign on Saturday. He did not play in Sunday's game against Bakersfield. We should expect to see him against Colorado on Tuesday. More news, injury-wise. As I kind of wanted to say, thank goodness Caleb Lawrence is back. Larry the Lobster himself has returned to the lineup. He returned on Sunday against the Bakersfield Condors. And he is back as that 6'6" center anchoring the fourth line with Hughes and Doty on Sunday. And hopefully he sticks around and is healthy for the rest of the season. One more thing in the Zamboni clean I want to get to. Isaiah Seville is now back with the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. Thank you very much for your service. You will be missed for the time being, as we are back to Portillo and Copley, which isn't the worst thing in the world. Isaiah Seville with a 6-1-1 statistic and a 191 goals against. For your Ontario Reign, he was unbelievable in that time split. Well done for him. Man, to believe the fact that the Reign had Seville and Matthias Scholl as their 2 goalies a couple of weeks ago is bonkers. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Season 2, Episode 16 of the Make It Rain podcast. 3 games for your Ontario Reign this week. This episode of the Make It Rain podcast is presented to you by Gowdy Law. We all know having a game plan is key when it comes to your family's future. Are you ready? Gowdy Law is here to help specialize in estate planning. Gowdy Law ensures your loved ones are protected from losing a ton of money and time to probate when you pass away. Just like on the ice, preparation matters. Don't wait till the last minute to make the right play. Visit GowdyLaw.com today to start planning for the future. Get estate planning pricing and a free consultation right on their website. It's that simple. The price is right on their website. Gowdy Law, make estate planning easy, understandable, and affordable. As always, the link is in the description, or you can visit their offices in downtown Upland. Let me catch my breath. Okay, here we go. The week begins at home in a second of a mini-series with the Iowa Wild, the Greg Cronin-led Iowa Wild. In the first 2 minutes, Kender gets the Wild lost in a corn maze out in front. It's 1-0 Ontario. About a minute and a half later, for the 4th straight game, on the power play, the Gutman. Cole Gutman, the hometown hero, is on a mission, and he chips a loose puck home to make it 2-0. Okay, make that 2-1 as Boris Kachuk scores on the power play. That will snap 18 straight penalties killed by your Reign. But if you need an answer to that, you can go right ahead and go to Jared Wright for his 7th of the year, and it's 3-1. In the middle frame, Carson Lambos does make it a 1-goal game. Good for the defenseman. But Marty McFly has the answer, as of course is tradition. His 14th goal of the year is 4-2. But the Iowa Wild never say die. They also have an answer. It's Jerry Mayhew. I swore I thought Ben Jones scored it, but that's okay. It's 4-3. Can they tie the game in the third? No, they cannot. Reign win 4-3 and extend the win streak to 3 games. Let's roll through the goals in this game very quickly. Kenny Connors very fast, getting the Reign out front. Great feed from down low by Atu Yamson. Kind of almost a no-look feed. Kenny Connors, how you doing? It's 1-0 Ontario. And then on the power play, This puck kind of gets worked down low. I want to say Nikita Alexandrov, once again, the 5-4 power play look. How you doing? Kind of misses the puck. David Spacek goes to play it, but he misses. Cole Gutman just kind of chips a loose puck and it goes into the net. The Ontario Reign have themselves a 2-0 lead. How fast in this one? Yeah, 3 minutes into this contest. The boys are rolling 3 minutes and 14 seconds. Pie, they might say. 3.14. Okay, Boris Kachuk on the power play, entrance into the zone from Iowa, cut across Kachuk. Yeah, post and in. Or no, not post and in. Phoenix Copley, close your legs. That's a 5-hole goal. It's 2-2-1. 2-2. Ballerina. Just kidding. But Jared Wright has himself an answer. It's 3-1 Ontario. Shot up front, loose. Wright, who was kind of just manning in front of the net there, breaks free, gets the puck, turns, fires, scores. Good on the kid. It's 3-1 Ontario. In the middle frame, Carson Lambos gets them back within one. Kind of a 1T look, dare I say, from Ben Jones. And then it kind of just goes right back. Oh, wait, no. Oh, my goodness. I am a mile off. Holy smokes. I mean, I wasn't really wrong about Carson Lambos' look here. Yeah, pass out front. Carson Lambos takes it from the high left circle and wrists it past Copley to make it a 1-goal game. Ontario, stand up again. Another goal from yours truly, Marty McFly. No look. No look pass from the right circle. Nikita Alexandrov kind of just throws this puck to the middle. Yeah, extend the point streak. Thank you very much. And Marty McFly dropping to one knee like he's Sidney Crosby. And it's 4-2 Ontario. Well, we would like to call that an insurance goal. I almost want to say this puck was almost directed for Godin, but it wasn't really directed for Godin, quote unquote. So take it for what it is. Martin Kromek is 14th on the year. Then big shot from David Spacek, loose puck in front, and there he is, Jerry Mayhew on the doorstep. Puck gets behind Copley, scores. Like, I thought Ben Jones was the one that got. As you can see here, Ben Jones is the one that's leading the line for the Wild, acting like he was the one that scored. I could have sworn I thought that was what had happened. Nothing happens in the third period. The Ontario Reign win this game by the final of 4-3. Great performance out of the Ontario Reign for the first period. Second, third period, the 18 wheeler nearly went off the cliff. They were, let's just say, walking thin ice, as they like to call it. Considering that this team does play on ice, I guess my point stands and it makes sense. In net for your Reign, Phoenix Copley, who went 24 for 27, stopping 3 shots. This isn't the best game we've seen out of Phoenix Copley, but it was sure good enough for the Ontario Reign to win this one. And it's good on the kid. And the Ontario Reign have kind of just had Riley Mercer's number all weekend, and in this case, midweek long. He walked into Toyota Arena with a goals against under 1. I think it was 0.65, a save percentage at 974, and now his save percentage is definitely under 930 because the Ontario Reign just put the work on the Iowa Wild. Good on the Ontario Reign. One of the things that Ontario needs to work on from this game specifically was the discipline aspect. The Reign took a couple of undisciplined penalties. Specifically, Joe Hicketts, a couple of cross checks, 3 of them to be exact. He does it a 4th time. You can't do that. 2 for cross checking. You can't do that to the box. And the Reign need to realize that they've really been playing really good this year when it comes to the fine line aspect of things, as Coach Andrew Lord said. When I asked the question on the discipline thing, it definitely carried away from the Ontario Reign tonight. There's no doubt about that whatsoever. That covers everything you need to know about Wednesday's game. Let's hop into Friday's game. And, oh, gosh. Oh, SpongeBob night alert. Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Well, tonight's the Ontario Reign. They take on the Henderson Silver Knights, a team that owns them. in the first period on the power play. Is this the Krusty Krab? No, this is Cohen Zemer. 1-0 power play goal. A few minutes later, Eric Portillo pretty much scores on himself. It's 1-1. Give the credit to Mitch McLean. And a little later on, the ladder of the Magna brothers, Jacob, scores 2-1. In the middle frame, Jacob Doty. Wait, hold on. Jacob Doty goes diving like Superman and takes the puck with him into the net. It's 2-1, or excuse me, it's a tie game out of that matter. And a little later on, want to see me do it again on the power play? Yes. To jamming with Yamson, or Yamson. Yes. That sniper on the power play, 6 Selly. It's 3-2 good guys. In the final frame, Sloan Toilet Stanek, or Sloan Plumbing, I forget what it's called. And Mitch McLean, yep, ×2. And the Silver Knights have the lead. But with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left, oh, To Celine makes Cam McGuire probably say, oh, baby. And of course on SpongeBob night, what had just happened to me, I don't know. We go to overtime. Well, nothing happened in overtime. So, shootout, it is. Kenny Connors, forehand, backhand. Ew, disgusting. He scores. Eric Portillo holds the Silver Knights to 0, and the Reign win 5-4 in a shootout and win the week. Quick goal breakdown this week. We'll get into it momentarily. The Ontario Reign, once again, man, they just did not deserve to win this game whatsoever from any sort of standpoint. The Reign were outshot to bloody hell, 33-18, including 16-5 in the first period. I didn't even know that was possible, but off you go. There go the Reign doing Reign things, right? All right, let's get into the goals. Cohen Zemer. Puck barely trickled across the goal line, by the way. On the power play, puck work down low. Kenny Connors, backdoor. Cohen Zemer, chip, how you doing? He scores 1-0 Ontario. Now, this would go on, if this was a basketball game, this would go on Shacked in a Fool. This is a hockey game, and it's going on a not top 10. Eric Portillo plays this puck right in front of him, goes to clear it, hits Jacob Dvorak, it looks like, or he hit a separate Silver Knights player, 50, Joe Fleming. Puck dies right in front of him, or no, it doesn't die right in front of him, actually goes behind him, and Mitch McLean gets credit for the goal. He puts it in, and it's a 1-1 game, excuse me. Don't mind the fact that the Ontario Reign broadcast on YouTube has kind of just been a mess as of late. So let it be, I guess, as Paul McCartney would once say. Jacob Magna makes it 2-0. Worked up high, shot from up high, rebound. Portillo has absolutely no idea where the puck is. It is 2-1 Henderson heading into the middle frame. Oh, wait. By the way, I'm going to cover this right now as I'm rolling through the highlights here. Kenta Isogai gets decked by Kai Uchaz. Angus Booth, shout out the guy, says, you're not going to do that to my guy. And, well, we'd like to just say Angus has beef with the Henderson Silver Knights. Yeah, he got a 5-minute for fighting.
Both guys, 5 minutes each for fighting.
Let's head to the second period. Jacob Doty scores. Oh, there we go. There's the highlight. Keaton Mastrodonato. Yeah. Jack Hughes. Keaton Mastrodonato, the feed. Save by Vikman. Rebound. Jacob Doty diving into the net. Scores his first goal in, catch this, 393 days. Good Lord. The last time he scored, he also had a Gordie Howe hat trick. Against who? Don't ask. Tie game. Atu Yamson on the power play gets the Ontario Reign ahead. That sniper, right circle, short side. Vikman, check your glove. Selly alert. Get the bench going, and the Ontario Reign have themselves a 3-2 lead. Great cross-ice pass by Jack Hughes, who gets the primary helper on that one. In the third period, Sloan Stanek. I think I said that correctly. I would have to imagine I did. Shot from the right point. Loose puck. Sloan Stanek backdoor. The common theme here with some of these goals that Henderson has scored this game have just been quote-unquote preventable things from Eric Portillo. Not much you can really do on that, however. So, tip your cap. Puck gets through. Bad puck luck does happen at times. And we are tied again. Mitch McLean scores his second goal of the game. Has some very nice and kind words to the Ontario Reign. I hope it was nice and kind. It definitely wasn't. He scores a little bit of a loose rebound, to say the least. Thrown back to the middle. Shot. Save. Rebound. McLean at the red line. Hits Atu Yamson and goes in. Selly alert. And he probably was just absolutely chirping the Ontario Reign bench on the way by. William Kamek, Cohen Zemer's junior teammate, drawing the primary assist on that one. So Cohen Zemer himself says, you know what? I got something to say with 4.5 minutes to go. Great feed by him, by the way. Atu Yamson, puck down low, work it to the side, get it back to right on that corner wall. Cohen Zemer, the vision from the man himself from the left circle, feeds the middle, and Oto Celine right on the doorstep, or someone might say, somebody's coming in through the back door. It is a tie game. We head to overtime. Absolutely nothing happens, except the fact that who got a game misconduct? Jeremy Davies for lumberjacking the glass after he, per se, committed a holding the stick penalty. You can't do that, buddy. All right. Let's take this to a shootout. Kenny Connors, the lone goal in the shootout, works in right side, cuts back towards the middle. Hold. Ooh, fake. Whoo! Fake the forehand. I love watching the replays here. Just fires me up every time. Fake the forehand, backhand. Vikman is spread eagle in the blue paint. And his jock is also probably in the rafters. Eric Portillo holds strong, especially on the final save here, as I hope they show it. They do show it, actually. Excuse me. Ziaka Bravinic cuts back right. Wait. Portillo holds tall. That 6'6" frame just really holds well for the kid. He makes the save, sprawling with his glove. Eric Portillo is the king of shootouts, undisputed, at least in the AHL. And the Ontario Reign get 2 points and end the homestand on a high note. Rolling in through this game, obviously, Eric Portillo didn't really play his best, need I say. But you know what, man? That was big for the kid, and he needed that. Sorry about that. He goes 29 for 33. He was out there a lot, considering that overtime and a shootout did happen. So good on Eric Portillo staying locked in, especially after how some of those goals went in the net. That is definitely something I want to take into consideration. Player of the game, well, first star of the game, if you didn't know, was Kenny Connors. Yeah, Kenny Connors just continues to light the lamp. An assist in this one. Points across the board, it feels like. Kenny Connors is he's just overdue at this rate for a call-up to the Los Angeles Kings. I'm hoping it happens soon because I know John Hoven wants it to happen. I honestly also want it to happen. And if you go look at the interview, Jacob Doty also wants it to happen. Jacob Doty has seen Alex Turcotte, Brant Clark, Quentin Byfield. I think his first year, Mikey Anderson. Like, he has seen almost all of the homegrown talent the Kings have right now, to and through, except Anze Kopitar, Drew Doughty, and Adrian Kempe. Duh. So he thinks Kenny Connors has all the tools. I couldn't agree with him more. And yeah, I think my point stands for what it is. Kenny Connors, awesome. I'm going to save my breath on that one because I think we will be talking about him later. Cohen Zemer, second star of the game. He has just continued to be good. He turned into a real playmaker here. This game, he slides up to the second line, especially with no Cole Gutman in the lineup. He slides up to the second line and starts becoming a playmaker when he's more of a bully guy up the boards. So Cohen Zemer showing the hockey IQ, showing the point scoring and point getting and goal scoring aspect of his game. A goal and an assist for the kid. Good on you. Mitch McLean, the third star of the game with 2 goals. Without him, Henderson doesn't even go to overtime. Just be quite frank with you. That covers Friday's game. Now, the Ontario Reign head on the road, a 6-game road trip. Yikes. Roll that Reign rapid recap. The final game of the week is the start of a 6-game road trip on the streets of Bakersfield. I hope that sounded all right. First period, nothing. Second period, nothing. All right. Happy you're still with us. Third period, the deadlock is broken with 2:05 on the clock. Vilhelmi Marhala goes top cheese. It's 1. Oh my goodness. Okay, here goes Copley. Empty net. Oh, Quinn Hudson scores. 2-0. Oh gosh. And Marhala scores again to rub salt in the wound. Well, that was a quick one. 3-0 the final. Gulp. Yeah, kind of a brutal showing for the Ontario Reign. Obviously, the power play streak comes to an end because they didn't score any goals. Even though it felt like the Reign just had so many opportunities. Multiple breakaways turned away by Connor Ungar. I think I said that correctly. Speaking of the fact, Connor Ungar right now is actually a man on a mission. This guy was called up from the Orlando Solar Bears. I got that one right. The ECHL affiliate of the Edmonton Oilers. He, so far in 5 games with the Bakersfield Condors, 5 games played, he's 5-0 with 1 shutout, a .953 save percentage, a 138 goals against. Well, I think they found the right Connor considering they called up Ingram just a few days ago. Or not a few days ago, but a few weeks ago at that matter. He just shuts down the Ontario Reign head to toe. The Reign had no answer for him. He was flagging off pucks left and right. But that's also not to say the fact that Phoenix Copley did the same thing for 58 minutes. And even then, the goal he gave up, that is a tough goal to stop, man. That is a really tough one. That pass was behind the net from, I believe that was Quinn Hudson, if I am not mistaken. Nope, wrong. Seth Griffith on the power play, man. And Marhala from between the circles, top cheese, 1-0 Bakersfield. Then with the empty net, Quinn Hudson snipe show into the net from pretty much center ice, right by the penalty boxes. Then Vilhelmi Marhala. Samuel Bolduc gets absolutely decked, by the way. Hopefully the guy is all right. I did not see him post-game, so I'm presuming he's okay. I would think that. Marhala scores twice in 65 seconds. Yeah, that was a quick one. Ontario is shut out by the final 3-0, and now we'll have to look to rebound against Colorado coming up Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll get into the schedule a little bit later. So, for the Ontario Reign, from a perspective, in the words of Harold Reynolds' 2015 ALDS when Jose Bautista hit the homer, you can only play with fire for so long, it's eventually gonna burn you. The Ontario Reign took 4 penalties this game. You take 4 penalties against the number 2 ranked power play, yeah, they're gonna score. It was only a matter of time when, and it came at probably the most painful time considering that there was no time. How many times did I just say time in the past 10 seconds? I have no idea. It came with 2:05 left is when they scored that goal. The Reign did a very good job killing off their other penalties. Glenn Godwin with a high stick early in the first. Jacob Dvorak throws one over the glass about halfway through the first. And then Cohen Zemer gets a tripping penalty called on him to move the play to 4-on-4 for 4 seconds. Then Kenta Iso guy gets absolutely decked right by the boards. I don't even know who it was that hit him. Just like he probably doesn't either. And Jared Wright, sticking up for his man, goes after the guy, but the guy has none of it. Ref, you skedaddle to the box. 2 minutes for roughing. And the Ontario Reign can't hold the power play all night long, especially when you have Quinn Hudson on the other side of the ice. Quinn Hudson this year is second in skaters in goals. At the time, I believe I'm recording this video, that is still correct. Yes, 23 goals from Quinn Hudson. He's one behind Reign legend Archer Kaliev for the goal lead in the American Hockey League. Woo! And points-wise, he has 38, leads all rookies by a very sizable margin. He trails Laurent Dauphin and, well, Archer Kaliev again for points in the AHL. Phoenix Copley was in net. I've already stated that he had a very good 57 minutes. It almost felt like after the first 2 power plays when the Reign escaped, Phoenix Copley just stopped some grade A chances head to toe. It took the Reign over half of a period just to register a shot in the first. And Phoenix Copley is the sole reason why this game probably was not 5-0, to just be quite frank. So, good on you, Cops. That'll help out the save percentage and the goals against and the stats a ton. A lot, man. Good on the kid. Good on the kid. Even though he's 33 years old. Good for him. Cale Lawrence returned to the lineup for your Ontario Reign this game in the 4th line. Keaton Mastrodonato, take a back seat, brother. We've got it back up here. He played on the 4th line, and he actually looked pretty good considering the fact that it's his first game back. Very physical along the boards. Forechecking was very nice to see out of him. He was finishing checks at will. And he was playmaking that 4th line with Jack Hughes and Jacob Doty. Wow. Holy tongue twister. Yeah, nothing else I really need to say about this game. Let's hop in to the Reign weather report. The 100% this week, I am not going to give it to a player. I'm going to exercise the demons, it feels like, because I've given him 0% for far too long. Brad Schuler, 5 straight games with a power play goal. You're long overdue for 100%, especially from me. I will admit when someone is doing really good, he is doing a very nice job on the power play. I don't know what it is, but he definitely took something out of Jim Hiller's book with the 5-forward power play, man. Good for the guy. The 5-forward power play has been extremely effective for the Ontario Reign, and it's the reason why they scored a lot of these goals. Glenn Gaudin manning the point actually was a better idea than some of us thought. Believe it or not. Bars. 50%. Ooh. There's a lot of people I can give this to. I'm going to give it to Atu Yamson, however, or Atu Yamson in this case. So a goal and 2 assists, a +2 rating, absolute snipe on Friday. Couple of helpers, including the eyes are out. He looked really good this week as a whole. Also give a little bit of honorable mention to Cohen Zemer for his game on Friday, really helping the Reign win that one. The 0%, the whole team on Sunday, I guess, could get the 0% just for the fact that the Reign got suffocated in the neutral zone for 50 minutes of that game, and there was really no answer to what the Bakersfield Condors were doing. That almost seems like the constant game plan for the Ontario Reign is suffocate them in the neutral zone. So good on teams adjusting like that, and especially when Bakersfield is 3rd in the division. We'll get into the standings a little bit later. They're going to learn. You're going to learn, and you have to be able to counter it. So the Reign countered Henderson fairly well on Friday. They did not counter well on Sunday against Bakersfield. It bit them in the butt. It cost them. So be it, whatever. We move on. End of story. Next week for your Ontario Reign, it's a 4-game week. Woo! Get ready and get your popcorn. Tuesday, Coachella Valley heads to HEB Center in Cedar Park to take on the Texas Stars. And your Ontario Reign begin begin a back-to-back with the Colorado Eagles, the first place Colorado Eagles at 6:05. Wednesday, Colorado. Oh my goodness. Coachella Valley at Texas once again. Ontario at Colorado again. And Abbotsford is at Pechanga Arena on Wednesday. Friday, San Jose is at Tucson Convention Center. Bakersfield heads to the Saddle Dome to take on the Calgary Wranglers. And the Abbotsford Canucks take on the San Diego Goals Suck. They come down for the trip. And Saturday, the next time the Ontario Reign see an out-of-division opponent, you'll see it this coming weekend. The Ontario Reign takes on the Texas Stars at 5 p.m. Everything's bigger in Texas, and hopefully the Reign can play a bigger game. And by bigger game, I mean a winning one. At 5 p.m., other games going on in the division. Henderson is at Colorado. Coachella Valley at San Diego. The other rendition of the SoCal series. And San Jose is at Tucson Convention Center. Sunday, January 18th, Bakersfield takes on the Calgary Wranglers. Henderson takes on Colorado. Ontario takes on Texas at 3 p.m. Another back-to-back. We got to see how the Ontario Reign really respond on these back-to-backs, especially on the road and with different time zones. I'm very excited to see how that happens, especially without some of their key players. And Abbotsford is at Coachella Valley. Abbotsford just taking the whole lap around Southern California. Breaking into the standings for the Pacific Division, Colorado Eagles still are in first at 22-7-3 and have multiple games on hand. In hand on the Ontario Reign. The Reign are second with 46 points, 1 point behind them, but have 2 games more than them at 22-11-2. Good for the Reign. Third place, the Bakersfield Condors. They have crept into the top 3, 19-10-6, 44 points. Fourth place, the San Jose Barracuda at 20-11-3, 43 points. Now here comes the steep drop-off, the 4-point drop-off. The Calgary Wranglers at 15-14-9 have a ton of games in compared to the rest of the division. 39 points. They realistically should not be in the playoff picture as we speak, but so be it. Oh well. San Diego 15-10-8, 38 points. Coachella Valley 17-12-4, 38 points. Round out the playoff seeding in the top 7 in the Pacific Division. 8th place and 9th place, Henderson Silver Knights and the Tucson Roadrunners, both at 16-12-5, 37 points. And the Abbotsford Canucks, of course, are bottom feeding in the Pacific Division at 28 points. Thank you very much for watching Season 2, Episode 16 of the Make It Rain podcast. You can subscribe down below. Follow us on all social media at Make It Rain Pod. Lots of stuff being posted on there. We are also on Facebook now, so go follow us there too while we're at it. You can subscribe on YouTube down below. Follow us on Spotify and all socials, as I've already said. You all have a great week. Enjoy the 4 games. I'm excited for a bunch of hockey and being back at school. We'll see you next Monday. Have a great week. God bless. Peace.